Trace, it takes double the time to do and to make an inch of the.
Trying more. And then we learned that
I covered the cake with fondant, and then I made
figure as well as shading show more detail. That was the
So, our junior summer, what we did for our junior summer was
ran in the computer, told everything what to do, and the GP.
but I never really got the opportunity to learn with homework. So what I basically wanted to learn was at least 5 chords.
I wrote an iOS application for the iPhone. It is pretty much a pirate game in which you explore new areas and eventually fight a pirate boss at the end. So this application, I wanted it to incorporate several key ideas in iOS programming, which include subclassing, inheritance, and core data. Subclassing basically allows you to create several objects that are all based on the same type of object. For example, your class might be fish, then a subclass could be angelfish. The angelfish has all of the properties of the fish, like it lives underwater, but it also has properties of its own, like an orange fin. Core data is basically a database that allows you to save data that your user enters into the application to a central database. So, okay, a few challenges of creating this application was deciding which method to use to program the app. I used a factory method, which basically, instead of having the view controllers speak directly to their code, there's also another program in between to use, which basically allows for makes the code easier to read. A view controller is a piece of code that allows.
You have to find where the light is coming from and where the shadows fall on their
What were the
faces.
changes
Draw.
you encountered during
I
the
don't use
project?
lines to draw. I use
It
shapes.
was hard to find fruits.
I'm
that
also learning how to
tasted
shade
well
in black
together.
and white as opposed
And
to color.
we had
I'm
both
starting
fresh and frozen,
there with
and we
color,
didn't know
but
which
black and
ones
white is a lot easier.
tasted better.
And
And a lot of the fruits
I was
had the
also
same
learning how to not
flavors, so
smear the
they
graphite
were the
when
ones
you're
that
drawing. You're gonna smudge the graphite
Okay,
on the
so
paper and you
there
get
was a point we had to
shadows.
stop and readjust our project on a grand scale. We started out with our healthy drink being mostly based on protein, but then we changed it because that was difficult.
Development, which is the creation of content, new content that's on the internet. So that I thought that it would be a practical application for the future. And as it turns out, I needed it for this project and many others. So the issue with this web design knowledge is that it's not actually useful until you have any actual use for it. So I majorly expanded on my knowledge in it to implement.
Starting with the physical and social results of laughter. People who study laughter are called gelotologists. Over time, gelotologists have discovered many surprising things about laughter and humor, such as the fact that people are 30 times more likely to laugh when surrounded by their peers, or such as the fact that as you grow older, humor changes. For example, infants and children study the world around them and are constantly surprised at what ridiculous things they see, which makes them laugh.
Are you taking pictures?
I'm just taking
Sort of.
You can't get into any good.
I can say,
Sophie has unscrew it, so.
Yeah.
Sam, let's pretend we are actually unscrewing this.
It's turning out well.
That's so cool. I wonder if sugar could be used for something.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, like something that glass is made out of, even.
yeah, like they actually have like, I watched some of these tutorials and they were like, they had like these molds and they made it into like cups and it was so cool.
What are you trying to find out?
Well, I'm a juggler, and I'm trying to work out the physics behind juggling and why juggling becomes exponentially more difficult the more props you have. So I'm looking into some ballistic physics, and I've condensed so far the free fall equation and vertical trajectory, which are fairly similar, but with vertical trajectory you just have to add in a starting value, and then given a couple examples to help out along the way.
Very cool.